Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Challengers, and this is Luca Guadagnino's latest film, who previously done Call Me By Your Name, and the Suspiria remake. And this film focuses on a love triangle between two best friends turned not so best friends in the tennis world, Art, played by Mike Feist, and Patrick, played by Josh O'Connor. And what gets in the way is Tashi, who is played by Zendaya, who's this rising star of a tennis player. And this three-way dance of romance and lust and tennis is such a steamy, intense, engrossing cinematic experience. This is a force, this film, and Luca Guadagnino just delivers. There's so much attention to detail and everything, from even like the evolving like ads at all these tennis matches and how they reflect time changing, to little Chekhov's guns sprinkled throughout the film and where some of those elements come back and build some really great tension. This film is like there's moments where you see Feist and O'Connor just dripping in sweat. This movie is dripping with style and atmosphere. Just the cinematography. This film is gorgeous. Sayambu Mukdeepram, who's the cinematographer of this film, just brings so much vibrance and intensity into every shot. Just the choices in terms of like angles and everything. This film is so dynamic. And Marco Costa, who's the editor, just edits this film incredibly. The tennis sequences in this film are some of the most intense, exciting, and dynamic sports scenes I think I've ever seen in a movie. This big match between Art and Patrick in 2019, which is the framing device for the whole entire film, is so thrilling, tells so much about their relationship, their dynamic, and this three-way dance with Zendaya watching and Feist and O'Connor facing each other. Justin Kuritsky's, who did the screenplay for this, really takes advantage of a nonlinear storytelling to pull back these layers. You have this match that is the frame. Its three sets are the acts, and how it keeps cutting back to when they met, to the moment that Tashi comes into this relationship between Art and Patrick, their first evening together, which is hot and steamy and intense, and just sets up the dynamics of this whole group. There's so many layers to these characters and their motivations and the mystery of what they've done in the past, what motivates them now, just keeps you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. This has one of the most intense, just biggest blow-offs at the end of this film that just feels like it's an eruption of all the lust and tension and passion and hatred and betrayal and everything that's been ratcheting up over the course of this 2-hour and 12-minute film. The trio of actors with Zendaya and Feist and O'Connor, they're giving some of the best performances we're all going to see all year. They are electric together, and they bring so many layers to these characters and how they act and the little choices that they have, and Guadagnino and the rest of his crew, and how they had so many layers. Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor's score. There's moments where like this score is just there, intense, and so damn cool. This is one of the coolest movies you're going to see around. There's just so many layers to this film and so many things to unpack, from motivation and character and everything. It's hard for me not to keep thinking about this film and all the little details that were so expertly laid out throughout this film, all leading up to one of the most cathartic, just climaxes in many ways at the end of this film. This film is dynamic, it is bold, it's intense. It's one of the most intense and dynamic sports films you're going to see. And it has so many more layers to that. And just the character work and the performances are off the charts. This is a dazzling, just gem of a film. I loved every second. But those are my thoughts on Challengers. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.